Good afternoon, my friends, my followers, my awesome subscribers, and my wonderful, wonderful members of the channel. Thank you very much for sticking with me. But as I always say, if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Right, people. As you know, I did serve in, at the time, Her Majesty's Armed Forces. I served my country with pride, and I do not regret any of the things that I have done while serving my country. I served it with pride. I served alongside some of the bravest men on the planet and women, and I lost some fantastic individuals along the way in the line of serving our country. Right. But I don't normally comment on military matters. I used to do a lot about it when I was asked to do it on news channels, but right now I just talk about the news on this channel, as you are fully aware because you subscribe to it. But I would be silly to turn my back on what I'm actually seeing. I do receive your messages, I do look into things, and I try and find out. If someone sends me something about what's happening, what they think is happening, rather than jump on the bandwagon, as it's called, I check things out. I'm also a subscriber and a follower of a serving soldiers channel called Combat Ready HQ. I also watch Ryan Forrest, who has a YouTube channel, ex-Royal Marine. I do keep an eye on what's going on. Now, I'm sure everyone by now is fully aware about a war in Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine. For those that don't know, the United Kingdom and most of the West has been involved in this campaign for a couple of years now. We are currently in a proxy war against Russia. We have trained Ukrainian soldiers. We have looked after Ukrainian casualties. We've flown them back to the UK. We take Ukrainian families refugees. We give loads of aid. We give military package. We train their soldiers. We train their officers. We give them weapons. We've trained them in every type of weapon system. We've given them tanks, vehicles, planes, drones, missiles, ammunition, bombs. We've anti-tank. We have given them everything to help them defeat Russia. Russia has not sat back and ignored this. They have taken note of everything. They've taken note of what's happening. Right now, Ukraine have got an offensive strike against Moscow. Ukraine are bombing Moscow with the use of drones. Ukraine are about to get passed in the House of Commons by our Cabinet Office members who have all voted to let them fire a different type of weapon system at Russia. Russia is extremely dangerous. They may look weak, but the weaker they look and the more casualties they take, and the fact that their war debt keeps mounting up, is making Vladimir Putin more angry, more volatile. If you haven't noticed, and I will explain, Belarus have armed their military and put them on their border, ready to help Russia. Recently, we've seen footage, aerial footage, of missiles arriving in Russia from Iran. Iran are backing them. The most volatile nations in the world are backing Vladimir Putin against the West. It won't be long before things start to happen on UK soil. We have seen over the years that Vladimir Putin is a dangerous, volatile man. Anyone that goes up against him, opposition, either ends up in jail, ousted from the country, or they disappear with an accident. Yeah. We've seen how his agents are coming alive across Europe, and we've seen how they work. We've seen what happened in Salisbury. We've seen different types of chemical attacks. He is not to be laughed at. If we don't sit down and try and negotiate some sort of peace, the West will be hit with a strike from Russia. And that's on the cards anyway. At a time when our Royal Navy is depleted, the military quarters where our soldiers' family live are falling apart. The recruiting system is down really low. No one's wanting to join up because they see what's happening. Our veterans are being persecuted. Our special forces are being trawled across the coals for trying to kill and eliminate terrorists in Northern Ireland, that were trying to kill and eliminate MPs and people who work for the Crown. Imagine being in a special forces unit in the UK and being given orders coming down from politicians to go and eliminate bad people. And then those same politicians gave instructions to lawyers to prosecute the very men that were trying to protect the lives of the MPs and United Kingdom citizens. Just in the last 48 hours, we've heard that the Royal Marines have changed the names of their famous exercises from the likes of Final Thrust and Elimination because the names are too sexual. So they have changed the names of them to suit people that don't like those nasty words. This is the perfect time, isn't it, to hit the UK, where we have the weakest government that we've ever had. When people are being prosecuted for saying things online, for saying nasty words, for shouting at dogs, and criminals are being released on the streets. This is a time where if you were ever thinking of emigrating from the UK, now would be the perfect time. Because it seems that there's nothing to look forward to anymore in our country, unfortunately, which I find quite sad. We need strong leadership. In a time when we could be attacked from a foreign madman dictator, we need strong leadership. We need someone to stand there and say, everything's going to be fine. I have a plan. But we're not hearing that, are we? Today I invited Combat Ready HQ on for a chat and for this weekend. He is busy, but we are setting something up where we'll get his military knowledge involved, and we'll get to talk about how we can possibly bring the whole situation to an end. Do we need strong leadership in the US? Do we need strong leadership in the UK? We certainly need something. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching my videos. I do appreciate it. Stay safe.